How's it going, guys? Spec Q Production here, and right in front of me, as you can see, is the all-new Honda Civic Type R. So starting off with a quick walk around. Fortunately, I can't really get the shot of the rear, but I'll probably put a picture of it because it is right by the wall. But yeah, so as you can see, this thing looks really mean. And I'll start off by saying this looks a lot better than the previous, I think it's the FK9 or the previous generation Honda Civic Type R. And that is because it's actually got a lot less tackier bits. Like the previous wing, I'll show you guys the spoiler in a second, it had like a little fin there and all that kind of stuff, and it looked kind of tacky. But this right here, smooth lines, a lot of aero and a lot of functional aero as well. Like I'll show you right here, you can see the vents there. We actually have nice functional aero, and also the fenders are wider a bit. Can't really see it as much in the rear, but they are just a bit wider if I'm not mistaken. You got some side skirts here, some more functional aero, and you got a wing right here. Fortunately, like I said, I can't really show you guys the rear. I'll put a photo there. As for the engine, this has the 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that makes about 305 horsepower. Now, can I say this? This is probably the best looking engine I've seen in terms of when it comes to performance hatches or something like that. Because if you know the Volkswagen Golf R or GTI, they have the amazing EA 888 engine, and whenever you'd open the hood, it looks like the most boring 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. Now, but this, on the other hand, you can see it's got perfect sort of red accents, red piece there. You can see it says Type R right here. And overall, it looks just perfect, really. Not too much, not enough either. You know what I mean? Like it just looks perfect, I would say. And it looks a lot like the older K20 engines or K24 engines, where they had the red accent and on the engine cover and stuff like that. So yeah, it looks pretty good. What can I say? Front bumper right here, you can see pretty mean, aggressive looking front bumper. One thing I would want to point out, so from this angle, if you look at it, and if you look at it in person, it reminds me a lot of a BMW sort of M2, the previous generation, not today's generation. It looks like the BMW M2's headlight from here somehow. Don't know how, but kind of looks like it. That's what I see. Also, you got a Type R badge here, which looks really cool, as well as the Honda Type R badges, which are the Honda badges but with like red insides. This door keeps opening because there's a sensor there, but yeah. So you also got these Brembo brakes right here as well, and these are trying to figure out what size they are. These are 19-inch rims. Took me a bit. And it's wrapped on Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which is a really good tire. And right here you as well got the rear wheels. I don't know if it's a staggered setup. No, it's not. But the tire size are 265, 30, and 19. Pretty good meaty tires. I'll show you guys the rear wing again. You can see a lot better looking than the previous one, because this one looks more functional. The previous one looks like it's just been tacked onto it, and it doesn't look good, especially after a lot of aftermarket companies came out with wings, but like for normal Civics, and people started sticking them on normal Civic, it started looking even worse. So yeah, let me show you guys the interior right now. Actually, you can see the hood is up right now, but the hood also has this functional air intake, and when the hood is down, it looks really, really good. All right, so let me show you guys the interior. Fortunately, I can't sit in it because this car is not for sale, but at the moment at least. But I can show you guys the interior. So right here, starting off with the door card. Pretty basic, pretty normal, but you got some red accents over here, as well as some Alcantara like handrest, their armrest. As for the rest of the interior, you got these beautiful bucket style seats, and finished in this red Alcantara, which looks really nice. I actually really like these seats, as well as the floor is made of like a red carpet, which looks really cool, and it fits the overall theme of the red and the Type R. Right here you got a climate control, a climate vent, and you can move it around with this knob right here. The overall design as well looks really cool. The steering wheel looks pretty normal actually, very basic design, but nonetheless very good looking. And you also got center console right here with this really nice looking shift knob, very subtle, not too much going with it, but like a nice silver and with the red accents. As you can see, it's a 6-speed transmission. You got some sort of steel styling here, but it's actually plastic. Nonetheless, looks really good. You got some drive mode buttons here, and you can see right here it says R+. I assume does something, makes it more faster, I guess. Can't really think of a word to describe it right now. You got infotainment screen right here. Pretty normal size. I wouldn't say it's too small. Maybe in today's standards it is too small. You got some climate controls that are actually buttons as well, so not screens like it is in like the Golf R or anything like that, which is kind of annoying, I find. Here's the center console right here. You can see finished in this Alcantara, and you got the cup holders right here, which I find actually, now that I look at it, it's kind of awkward because it's like the center console had to be kind of like carved out, and in order to put like your drinks in here. Still pretty interesting. So that's the front. As for the rear is very basic, I would say. You got the Alcantara armrest here, which is not bad. No red trim, which is pretty interesting. And as for the seats, they're pretty normal seats. They did not, of course, put these bucket seats back here. I know some cars, some older cars at least, if they were to have bucket seats, they would have something to go along with it for the rear. But nonetheless, I mean, it's for the rear passengers really. And if you're buying this car, you're probably going to be driving it by yourself. So, you know, and people are probably going to gut these anyways if they're going to make it a track build or something like that. So as for the headliner, I think that's just a normal black headliner. Not bad. But yeah, one thing I can see, or technically can't see, is some ambient lighting. Now, of course, it's not a must-have on any car, but I mean, today's Golfs, they have them, and I personally think I like ambient lighting. So just not seeing some ambient lighting in here is kind of sad, but it's not the biggest of worries. As long as the performance is fine, that's all that matters. Now, I forgot to show you guys, but there's a fully digital gauge cluster right here, and I can show you here. There's a badge right there if I can go on the other side. So right here, you can also get this like Civic, this Type R badge, which I think that's the VIN number or some sort of code, or something like that, just to just the model number, I guess. And also I forgot to point out, but it's also got these red seat belts to match with the red theme. So before I end the video, I just wanted to give a quick thank you to Cornwall Honda for letting me film their new Honda Civic Type R, and make sure to check out their new and used inventory of cars, and I'll leave a link in the description down below to their website. So overall, let me know what you guys think of this brand new Honda Civic Type R. Personally, like I said, I think it's a big improvement. I don't know performance-wise yet, but in terms of looks and how everything is really, I think it looks a lot better than the previous generation Honda Civic Type R. So comment down below your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on my next videos. Peace.